The story begins with an elderly woman named Emma living alone in a house built by her late husband in the middle of a snowy forest. Emma's life ended the day her husband left her forever. Today, remembering those moments, she is deeply emotional because exactly 1 year has passed since his death. She has kept his ashes carefully until now, but today she has decided to scatter them at his favorite place, a lake where they first met decades ago. Although the weather is bad and the lake is frozen, Emma still sets out in her semi-truck to finally let go of her husband's last memories. Before starting the truck, she places a photo of herself and her husband in front of her seat. Then, she drives off. On the radio, news updates keep warning everyone the weather is going to worsen in the coming days. If you don't have urgent work, don't leave home unnecessarily. It could be dangerous. As she drives further, snow begins to affect her truck, visible from the flakes sticking to the windshield. Slowly, she keeps moving forward, but now it's getting harder to see the road clearly. She stops the truck at one point and looks around, trying to figure out which way to go. She opens the map she brought, but everything looks too complicated in the snow-covered landscape. She steps outside to see better. A thick blanket of snow has covered everything in all directions. She can't figure out anything. Suddenly, a voice catches her attention. Emma follows the sound and reaches an old wooden cottage. Outside, an old man is chopping firewood. As soon as she steps out of the truck, her eyes fall on blood on the ground. Seeing it gives her an uneasy feeling. For a moment, she thinks of turning back, but she needs to ask for directions, so she has to talk. When the old man suddenly sees Emma, he gets startled too. Emma apologizes. Then, she asks him the way to the lake. He tells her it's behind this mountain. Emma couldn't hold back and asks if he is okay. In a low voice, the man says yes, but Emma's eyes are still on the blood. The man explains, it's just deer blood. Emma returns to her truck and drives toward the lake, the place where she has come to release her husband's ashes. This moment is extremely emotional for her. In better times, she used to come here with her husband for fishing. Remembering those shining moments, she takes out the urn from her bag. Suddenly, she hears a gunshot from somewhere. Hearing it, she immediately runs and hides behind her truck. During this, her eyes fall toward the forest where a girl is running helplessly, as if someone is chasing her. Emma finds it very strange. At that moment, the same old man appears behind her, pointing a gun at her and saying, "If you try to run any further, I'll shoot you." Scared, the girl goes with him back to the house. Like her, many questions start arising in Emma's mind. Who is this girl? What does this man want? Why is he torturing her so much? What is his motive? Surrounded by so many questions, this old woman becomes deeply worried. She thinks, why not call the police and tell them everything? But in this snowy remote area, getting a signal is almost impossible. So she gathers her things and decides to leave. But as she is coming out toward the lake, her truck gets stuck in a ditch, like Spot. Despite thousands of attempts, she can't get it out. She leaves the truck there and starts walking on foot. In the middle of the way, she sees the old man's cottage again. She thinks, why not check what is really going on? Then, she sees the old man leaving in his car, and this is the perfect opportunity to investigate. So she quietly goes near the gate, but it is locked. Then her eyes fall on a basement window. Peeking inside, she sees the same girl locked up, the one she saw running near the lake earlier. Emma tries to talk to her, but the girl's mouth is taped, so she can't speak. Emma doesn't understand what crime this girl has committed to be kept locked here. The girl inside is equally confused. How did this strange old woman reach such a remote place to help her? Both are lost in their own turmoil. Then 2 vehicles arrive outside. One of them has the old man's wife, who is also holding a gun. It seems something bad is about to happen. Emma quickly writes on the glass, "I'll come back for you." For now, she has to leave. Inside, from the conversation between the husband and wife, we learn that both are equally involved in this. Today, they are going to finish their prey, meaning kill the girl. In the middle of this, the wife's nose starts bleeding. During this, her eyes fall on a glove. Seeing it, she realizes someone else has been here and might know everything. She also sees the message Emma wrote on the glass. Now she is completely convinced that someone has definitely come here. She asks her husband whose glove this is. He looks surprised and says he doesn't know, but she tells him she found it outside. Hearing this, he gets worried too. He remembers a lady came asking for the lake's direction. Maybe it's hers. Hearing this, his wife Anna turns red with rage. If she goes and tells anyone what's happening here, everything will be over. they could go to jail for life. So she takes her gun and goes outside, forcing her husband Ronald to come along. Meanwhile, Emma cleverly prepares a shirt made by her husband, something she had kept for emergencies. But today she decides to use it as bait. Both see it, but only Ronald goes forward. But as soon as he steps on the snow, which Emma had deliberately softened, it gives way and he falls into the freezing water with a scream. Emma immediately comes forward and pulls him out. Taking advantage of the chaos, Emma slips into their house and starts looking for a way to the basement. She finds it, but it is locked. Without wasting time, she decides to break it, and after some effort, it breaks open. Going downstairs, the condition of the basement makes her shudder. The girl is there, chained by hands and feet. It's impossible to free her quickly. So Emma tells her not to panic, she will come back soon. This time she won't come empty-handed. She uses her mind. She opens the sink tap so water slowly starts filling the entire house. She also soaks all the firewood they kept for heating. She comes outside, but somehow Anna sees her. Anna starts shooting at her. One bullet luckily hits only her hand. Emma somehow escapes and runs back to her truck. But by then, the husband-wife duo enters the house and sees the condition. The entire house is filling with water. Ronald, who fell in freezing water, desperately needs heat or he will die from cold. But fire won't start because the firewood is soaked. Now only two options: either go outside to find dry wood or wait. But Ronald doesn't have much time left. Emma returns to her truck and starts treating her own wound. But then her eyes fall on her hand. Her wedding ring is missing, lost somewhere in the chaos. She goes back to the ditch where she fell earlier, searching for it, but can't find it. Disappointed, she remembers the golden moment when her husband first proposed to her with that ring. She will never forget that day. Then she notices the old man left his gun there. She picks it up and vows, no matter what happens, she will save that girl, even if she has to sacrifice her own life. On the other side, Anna brings her husband to the car so the heater can warm him. But Ronald says he can't go any further. His body is completely cold now. Anna says they have to clean everything by morning. Otherwise, if someone comes, they'll be in trouble. Now going inside, she tells her husband, "You take the rest of the stuff and reach the lake. Meanwhile, I'll bring the girl." Ronald is in no condition to walk that far, but his wife forces him, so he has no choice. A short while later, both come out with the captive girl and put her in the car. Then, Ronald suddenly remembers, "My gun is missing." When Anna hears this, she becomes furious. She slaps him hard and says, "Reach the lake quickly." From this, we clearly see that Anna has always been the dominant one in their life. Whatever is happening or is about to happen is mostly for Anna's benefit. Poor Ronald drags the sled heavily and reaches near the lake and starts setting things up. Emma is watching all this from a distance. She thinks now is the right time to go inside the house and save the girl. She doesn't know the girl is no longer inside. Anyway, she quietly reaches the cottage. She doesn't find the girl there, but she decides to treat her own wound because she finds some tools there. With their help, she removes the bullet from her hand. Then she comes outside and tries to call for help on the radio in their car. Perhaps she gets a connection. But at that moment, Ronald comes from behind and attacks her. His condition is already very bad. He can't fight for long. Moreover, Emma has already injured his leg. He begs for his life in front of her. He tells everything truthfully. "My wife is mentally unstable. The girl we captured has tried to commit suicide many times before. My wife thinks if she kills her, she will feel better. That's why she brought her to the lake. I myself will die soon. Please let me go to the hospital." Emma feels pity seeing his condition. She says, "Okay, go. Send the police here. Only then will I let you go." He agrees and while leaving gives her the wedding ring she lost, which he found in the cottage. Emma becomes very happy, getting it back. But as Ronald is leaving, suddenly, his wife's car appears in front of him. Seeing her, he shouts, "What are you doing here? I told you to stay there." Ronald tells her he is injured and going to the doctor. But Anna is not ready to listen. She thinks he is abandoning her to get rid of her. Ronald tries to explain that whatever she is doing is wrong. They should end it here. Hearing this, Anna's anger explodes. She points the gun at her own husband. In the middle, her nose starts bleeding again. She no longer cares about anything. Meanwhile, Emma returns to her truck and pushes it back into the lake, then sets it on fire so the smoke might attract someone, perhaps a ranger nearby. It actually works. 2 police officers see the smoke. At first they think she might be a killer, But when Emma starts explaining everything, they immediately go with her toward the cottage. They see Anna's car outside. Both officers step out and approach. Anna shoots both of them dead. Then she starts shooting at Emma too. But Emma hides behind the truck in time. During this, Emma sees that Anna has killed her own husband. Ronald is no longer alive. But Anna doesn't seem to want to leave anyone alive. Seizing the moment, Emma shoots Anna in the leg. Now she is injured too, so she doesn't have much time left to do anything. She can't save the girl. But then, Anna stands up again and starts shooting. To escape, Emma hides under a fallen tree. Anna topples the tree itself and shoots. Emma falls unconscious. In that unconscious state, she remembers the day she was making breakfast for her husband. During that time, he took his last breath. Actually, her husband had cancer and had already passed away long ago. When Emma regains consciousness, she is in the same basement with the chained girl. Upon waking, she first frees her. The girl's name is Mia. Then, Emma looks for a way out through the back door of the basement. But outside, Anna is standing and pushes her back inside. Both are terrified, wondering what will happen now. Because if this woman only wanted to kill them, she would have done it long ago. But she hasn't, so her intentions are something else. The next day, we see Anna taking both of them to the same lake where she has set up a tent. Going inside, they see equipment for liver transplant. Seeing this, both understand what is about to happen. So Emma says, "Take my liver." But Anna says her body is now useless. She needs a young liver because she wants to become immortal. She forces Emma, lay Mia down and tie her hands and feet. Emma does so, but deliberately ties her loosely. Now Anna starts her work quickly, but Emma is not going to let this happen. She attacks Anna and drags her outside. She points the gun at her, but there are no bullets left. In rage and madness, Anna drags Emma toward the same ditch she had prepared. But then, Mia frees herself and comes outside. Emma knows she can't fight anymore in this condition. She cleverly uses her own handcuffs to lock Anna too, and jumps into the ditch with her. They sink rapidly into the depths, taking Anna along. With her last breaths, Emma does exactly what she came here for. She scatters her husband's ashes in the same lake and drowns herself with them. But she saves the girl, who had promised Emma she would live. Silently, Emma sacrifices herself. Perhaps this is destiny. The place she thought would be her companion's favorite spot becomes the place where she takes her last breath. Above, Mia finds Emma and her husband's photo hidden in the snow, the photo Emma always kept close to her heart. Now, Mia can take it with her, because for her, Emma was an angel who came to save her. Otherwise, no human could ever reach the place where she was held captive. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe to Cinema Recap, hit the bell icon, and let me know your thoughts on the movie in the comments section.